Hey, this is Alisha Brown, but just call me Alisha B. Let's just keep it sweet and simple because you're going to discover that there's a few Alisha Browns here on YouTube. So yeah, just call me Alisha B. This is my new YouTube channel. I previously had a YouTube channel called Alisha Brown UK. It's still live at the moment, but I'm not using it. Um, I'm not going to explain why because I like to talk, so I don't want to go into the ins and outs of why I'm not really using that channel. But there is a reason why I'm not using that channel anymore. But it was mainly to do with my music. I'm a singer-songwriter, and it was mainly to promote my music. But now this is my new YouTube channel, Alisha B. I'll be sharing my health journey with you, but I would also from time to time be putting out music. So if you like this video today, be sure to subscribe to this channel and also press that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. So before I start this video, I want to just tell you something. Okay, if you see that my face looks like I'm bent, like it's bent, or it's not me deliberately doing that. I done some research and it seems as if my face is asymmetrical or asymmetric. So the face is unevened. So if I look like I'm doing like funny facial expressions, just forgive me. My face is uneven and I'm gonna look into ways of dealing with that. It's become more noticeable over time, especially when I'm taking pictures. I have to be taking a million pictures because my face doesn't look straight and I don't know why. I've also always had my mouth has always been like kind of asymmetric or asymmetrical. I don't know, I've got to research it again. Sorry guys, I just looked this up last night, so I've got to get the words right. So it's always been slightly leaned to the side, but I didn't notice the face being so much like that. So now it's like my cheeks also look a bit uneven. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think I'm gonna try and do something about it. Not that I'm not happy with my image, but taking pictures and your face always looking lean is not a good look. So I think I'm going to work on that. So into the video, I'm not going to go through everything about my health, but I'm going to share certain parts of it. And, you know, every week I'll give you a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. So in 2017, a few family members of mine were noticing that my eyes looked very weird, and they were protruding and they were like bulging out my face. So I was like, oh, what's going on here? So I was talking to my mum about it and she was like, go and get your thyroids checked, because remember that happened to me and I had a condition called with my thyroid being overactive. So I was like, oh God, what's going on? So anyway, so I followed my mum's instructions and I went to get my thyroid checked, and they were like, Ms Brown, we have found antibodies in your immune system, and we have discovered that you have a condition called Graves' disease. And I was like, what is this? Obviously I told my father about it, who's a pastor, and he prayed for me because I didn't want to go on any medication. So they said that they gave me options. I said, no, I'm not going on medication. I trust in the Lord Jesus Christ. He's my healer. I didn't tell them that, but that's what I was saying. I'm not going on medication. I don't believe that medication long term is good. I think it has side effects. So I never wanted to go on medication. However, they put me on selenium. Am I saying it right? Selenium? Selenium tablets. And also they recommended that I go and take eye drops for my eye condition. They said it was called eye thyroid disease. So that's what they diagnosed me with. I'm not saying I have this, but they said that they diagnosed me with this in 2017. By the way, I was also pregnant at the time. So your girl had a lot going on. I was going to all types of appointments on a regular basis. I was getting actually monthly blood tests. So, you know, I was going through a lot. But yeah, so they diagnosed me with Graves' disease. What is Graves' disease? Graves' disease is an autoimmune condition. I thought that Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism was the same thing, but it's not. You could have hyperthyroidism and not have Graves' disease. because Graves' disease is an autoimmune disease that causes your thyroid to be overactive. So when the thyroid is overactive, it produces more thyroid hormones than needed in the body, and this makes the body be out of whack. It just affects every organ in the body when your thyroid is producing too much thyroid hormones, which they said I had this condition or have this condition. So yeah, what happens is with Graves' disease being an autoimmune disease, it produces a type of antibody which in turn attacks a certain part of the body, which happened to be my thyroid, causing my T3 and T4 levels to be much higher than what it should be. So in 2017, some of the symptoms that I've experienced, I'm going to be sharing a link to my blog site where you can get more links to find out a bit more about what is Graves' disease, what are the symptoms and everything. So I'll be sharing links so that you can read more about it. But before I go on, I did purchase this book in 2018. If I'm honest, I kind of skipped some sections and just went to the more relevant section because I had a nursing baby. But I think going forward, I want to take my health more seriously. And my aim is that this year I want to come off the medications and I want to see a big improvement in my health. I'm going to have to read this book word for word to make sure I haven't missed any information going forward. So yeah, I recommend that you get this book. Sorry, I had a little bookmarker in there. I recommend that you get this book if you have been diagnosed with this issue or you know someone that's been diagnosed with this issue. It's a very, very good book. Just that I need to read it properly. So some of my references are from this book where it talks about what Graves' disease is. So it's an autoimmune disease, produces a type of antibody that attacks the immune system, which starts to attack a certain part of your body, which happens to be my thyroid, producing overproduction of thyroid hormones in the body. So what are the symptoms of Graves' disease, or what symptoms have I experienced from the time that they have diagnosed me with having Graves' disease? Well, I've been experiencing anxiety at a high level. How I've been feeling is that whereas when I was just having chronic stress, I feel that I could turn it off. Whereas with anxiety, I don't think it's something you can really turn off. You just cannot help it. It's just always there. No matter what you try to do, you just feeling anxious and you just don't know why you're feeling that way. So yeah, anxiety, heat intolerance. Oh gosh, I had a big heat intolerance issue. So I'll be feeling like cold, and then when I put on the heater now, I'm feeling hot that I want to turn off the heater again. So that was a constant issue for me, and I was getting very sweaty, very, very sweaty. I've been having that issue. Weight loss, I lost a lot of weight, especially in 2018. As they said, in 2018, when I had my son, and I got another checkup, they said that the thyroid levels was very high, even higher than when I was pregnant. Because they said that when you're pregnant, it kind of protects you. So when I had my baby now, the thyroid levels was very high. It was really ridiculously high. They were saying very, very high. They called me and they said, Ms Brown, this is an emergency. You need to start taking your medication. I said, no, let me wait 3 months. I don't want to go on medication. They go, why, Ms Brown? Ms Brown, if you don't take the medication, you might not be here in three months. It's a serious problem because it can affect your heart. And if your heart is going too fast and you can have heart issues and you can die. I'm like, what? So I was contemplating whether I should go on the medication. In the end, I decided to go on it. But to be honest, when they prescribed me with the medication, I didn't take it straight away. I was trying natural methods first. And when they came and gave me another checkup, another blood test, they were like, Alisha, are you sure you're taking your medication? Because your thyroid levels are still very, very high. And I was like, no, I haven't been taking it. And I've been taking natural things. So yeah, I lost a lot of weight especially when I had my son. I lost a lot of weight. People were asking me, you've lost a lot of weight. You just had a baby. How come you've lost so much weight? And everything. So yeah, a lot of weight loss. And what else did I experience? Weight loss, heat intolerance, anxiety, brittle and dry hair and thinning hair. My hair was so dry. When I had my son, I had braids in my hair. When I took out those braids, my hair felt so dry. And I could not, no matter what I'd done, the tangles was not coming out. And I think by doing that, it caused breakage because I was really trying to get all the tangles out of my hair with the brush. I couldn't detangle my hair, but the middle section of my hair and the back section, which has been damaged before, when I used to have my hair relaxed, it cut off before. So it seems to be a weaker area of my hair. So any issue I have, it's going to show it from the middle section down more than the front. I'm going to insert some pictures. The hair all around here and the back, it was thin, so thin. And people know that I have thick hair. I don't have the thickest hair strands, but I've got full hair of head. And it just, my hair was thin and it broke very bad. So it's been very hard for me to style my hair, do my hair. My hair feels dry a lot of times and it's just been hard. And what else did I experience? So my eyes protruding and bulging, eyes stinging. I've experienced also heat intolerance, anxiety. I've experienced weight loss. And what else have I experienced? Like in 2019, I started to like get these hives on my skin. And also, I don't know if it's a reaction to the medication, my lips would swell up sometimes and I was getting like cold sores and more sinus infections and weak muscles. Sometimes, you know, my muscles feel weak, tiredness. You know, I can attribute that also to my son waking up at the night. He's been waking up in the night. Even still now at 2 years of age, he sometimes wakes up in the night, but I've been working hard on it, so it's better. But at one time it was quite bad. But I don't think that's the only thing. Generally, like when I try to do a lot, like when I'm trying to work or do certain things, I get very tired, you know, and I'll be falling asleep, you know, before the time that I need to be falling asleep. So headaches, you know, sinus issues. Yeah, so those are the symptoms I've been facing. But if you want to know more about Graves' disease and the symptoms of Graves' disease, do check out my blog site, which I'm going to put in the description box. And do check out the links that I've attached to it. And yeah, that's what I've been experiencing. And it's been a real challenge for me. Especially I've got 2 boys as well. So going through this has been very challenging. It's hard for me to do a lot of things. I'll be working on projects and stuff, then I'll be feeling very tired and, you know, getting headaches and things like that. But I have faith in Jesus Christ as my healer. So you know, I'm not allowing it to depress me. I believe that I'm healed, and I believe that I will see complete healing from this issue. So while I'm doing this channel, my goal is to firstly be more motivated to take the right steps. For one, as I said, I need to go through this book word for word, which I didn't do before. Number two, just, you know, feeling motivated that I have to keep up with all the things that I need to do, whether it's my diet, whether it's what I'm taking, whether it's my spiritual life in terms of my prayer life. And that's what's going to help me. Having that relationship with the Father and Jesus is going to help me, because only God can really heal. You know, we can take all these things, but only He can really heal me. All these things that I'm taking is just to help me manage the symptoms. Also, my goal is to come off the medication completely, even though I'm on a small dosage right now. As I said, the medication that I'm taking is I cannot take the full amount, and I don't want to take the full amount. The amount that I'm taking, 15 milligrams, is not going to stop the problem. And even it's only going to manage even if it was like bringing down my levels, it's not going to change the autoimmune condition, which is the Graves' disease. So yeah, I have many goals, and I'm praying that I achieve it this year. Just to end this video, late last year, because I did learn a few things about what could possibly be the causes. So in this book, there could be 3 possible causes, or even more. One is chronic stress, not just stress, chronic stress. And I believe, yes, there was issues in my life prior to me to being diagnosed where I was constantly stressing. I don't know if it's anxiety that I had, I'm not going to say that, but I was constantly stressing, and it means that when you have chronic stress, you cannot manage stress. You don't have the ability to manage the stress. There's nothing wrong with having a stress, being in stressful situations. It's being able to manage that stress. But if you cannot manage the stress, that's when it becomes a chronic stress, and it can cause conditions in the body. It can affect the body. As I said, I'm not going to go through the ins and outs of that. If you want to know more about it, you can purchase this book, or just yeah. So number 2 is digestive problems with your digestive system. Let me just look at this book quickly. Problems with digestion. So late last year, because obviously my condition wasn't fully improving, I went for an MOT scan, and they did say that my gut wasn't functioning properly, and they said that how my body wasn't absorbing nutrients properly, which was causing a problem in my body. So when you cannot absorb nutrients properly in the body, it's going to cause a deficiency. So I think they said I was deficient in vitamin C. Yeah, so that just gave me a confirmation, because this man did say in the book, his name is Eric, that you know, some people that have Graves' disease have a condition called leaky gut, which I will talk about a bit more next week. They have a condition called leaky gut, and this is connected to obviously the digestive system. So I have been, from late last year or early this year, I've been doing more to try and work on my digestive system, and that's what I'm really working on hard at the moment. But as I said, my goal is to get complete healing. So doing this YouTube channel has motivated me to make sure I read this book properly, and I do everything I can possible, because I do not want to remain on medication, and I don't want them to put me on more medication, because the medication level that I'm taking right now is not improving the thyroid levels. As I said, at one point it was improving at one point when I first started to take it, but over time what I'd done was I was like taking the medication one day, and the next day I was taking the herbs, I was saying like, let me just wean myself off it, which caused the levels to go up again. So now I have been just taking it consistently since I got a checkup, and they were saying it was going down, going too high, and then they put me on more medication. Put me back on the 50 milligrams. They put me down to 10, then 5. They had to put me back up again because of what I've done. So, but since that time, this year, I've had a blood test, and they've said to me that it's not worsening, but it's not seeming to get any better, the level. So, which means that I need to do much more. I need to do much more. I don't want to keep you here all day because I can talk for days. So I'm going to keep it as that this week. I will see you next Friday. And we'll talk a bit more about Graves' disease and what I'm doing to heal completely. But thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a great day. Peace out.